Blobject. A blobject is a design product, often a household product, distinguished by smooth flowing curves, bright colors, and an absence of sharp edges. So a pillow or a teddy bear? I mean, wow, there's actually a lot of things that are technically blobjects. Your mum?
Got him!
Observe the following photo. The description. I hate that it's so. Chimpanzee probably not typing Hamlet. I don't know, okay? It's just, look, it's probably not. It's accurate. Maybe he's doing a biography. Maybe he's submitting his little memoir about being a part of the Banana Troop. Just look at him. He reeks of anarchy. I see you've searched Better Call Saul, which is from Breaking Bad. Now, this is not to be confused with Breaking Bad, featuring Better Call Saul. Fun Wikipedia fact, I have not seen this show, and I can't be bothered seeing this show because I feel like I've missed out on the hype. Curiously, I ask you, what shows are out there that you can't be bothered watching now because you feel like you missed the train? This is Jonathan. They're a tortoise. In case the photo isn't clear, often mistaken for an amphibious reptile who's a ninja. Yeah, side note, why are they called Ninja Turtles if they have feet? They have flippers. They couldn't exactly be ninjas with flippers, but they could, they could be pimp slappers.
Teenage Mutant Pimp Slapper Turtles.
Jonathan is the oldest known living land animal. A magnificent record easily usurped if one has a gun. Due to his old age, Jonathan spends his days doing almost everything with his mate, including eating, sleeping, and mating. And it brings him absolute joy, doesn't it, Jonathan? Doesn't it? Mate, please smile. God, I've been feeling like an idiot for the last 30 seconds. Let's just rewind the clock to Jack 30 seconds ago. How the hell am I meant to read this? It's so blurry, I can't even properly, what is it? Image compression. Image compression is a type of data compression applied to digital images to reduce their cost for storage and transmission. Oh.
Very funny!
I know I like to make the editors suffer, okay? But this isn't right, okay? This is bullying. This isn't just having a joke because I'm the victim. Therefore, it's wrong. Observe the following image. Now, class, please tell me, what do you believe it symbolizes? Remember, use your imagination. Ding ding, time's up. The symbolization here was a goat tower in Illinois, US. The lesson to be learned here is sometimes thinking outside the box is a waste of time. Stick to inside the box. Limit your expansive innovation. That's a good peasant. Meanwhile, in the Wikipedia entry for applicable dating strategies, observe the following greeting ritual. Up high, down low, victim misses. Too slow, with finger guns. Successfully performing this task will display your dominant alphaness. Some would argue that this is more so immature and childish, and to that we say, yes, you're correct, it's the same thing. PowerPoint karaoke. Now, for no reason at all, I'm going to say the following sentence in a New Zealand accent. PowerPoint karaoke, also known as Battle Dicks or Battle Dicks, is an improvisational activity in which a participant must deliver a presentation based on a set of slides that they have never seen before. Okay, serious note. I want to do this. Why don't bars do this as well as karaoke nights? Half the time people suck at karaoke. This would be equally as fun. Would give me a whole new reason and excuse to dress up in a suit as I go out for the evening. Never in my life would I think that having a business meeting could be a social event. Jester's privilege. Jester's privilege is the ability and right of a jester to talk and mock freely without being punished, for nothing he says seems to matter. So basically the mindset of any racist out there who says,
I'm just speaking freely. Oh, it's just a prank, bro.
If only people did treat what they said as nothing seeming to matter. Now I present to you nuclear pasta, or nuclear pasta, if that makes you more comfortable to hear. Short and sweet, Italian mothers are basically Thanos. In astrophysics and nuclear physics, nuclear pasta is a theoretical type of degenerate matter that is postulated to exist within the crusts of neutron stars. If it does in fact exist, nuclear pasta is the strongest material in the universe. Types of nuclear pasta: gnocchi, spaghetti, waffles, lasagna, your mum, anti-spaghetti, anti-gnocchi. Hey, Mama, what's for dinner?
I'ma treat you to something special, my lovely boy. It is the
Weight of the universe.
This explains why every time you go to your nana's place, you just come back feeling so full. Broken escalator phenomenon. What is it?
I don't know. Read the entry. I don't know everything, okay?
The broken escalator phenomenon, also known as the escalator effect and the Walker effect,
Wow, you can't stick to one thing, can you?
is the sensation of losing balance or dizziness reported by some people when stepping onto an escalator which is not working.
Oh, Lord, I relate to this.
It is said that there is a brief, odd sensation of imbalance despite full awareness that the escalator is not going to move.
Oh my God, this is me!
My local Bunnings warehouse does this every time. They have one broken escalator, and every time I step on it, I see that it is a still space to step on. But every time, there's that slight second, my heart skips a beat, and I feel like I'm gonna just fall over.
I'm talking like girth, I'm talking length, sausage to bread ratio is just phenomenal.
Also, if you don't know what Bunnings Warehouse is, educate yourself about Australian culture, maybe? Ugh, seriously though, please tell me I'm not the only one who experiences this. Their own Wikipedia entry, there's no way they didn't. Kevin Leysagner. A tall and quick left-footed forward, Leysagner's natural role is that of a main striker in the center. Leysagner has many layers to his game.
Yeah.
He is known for his heavy kicks and dense skill set. His team's reliance on him bringing a heavy weight to his shoulders. That or because he's the crust of a
Neutron star.
moonless Earth theory. Avian gained a degree of international notoriety for his claim that blowing up the moon would solve virtually every problem of human existence. That depends. Are moon rocks magnetized to debt collectors and corrupt politicians? More importantly, are they heat-seeking towards Burr to keep pooping on my car? Desire path is something I'm sure all of us have seen, especially in high school. A desire path, often referred to as a desire line in transportation planning, and also known as a game trail, social trail, fisherman trail, herd path, cow path, elephant path, goat track, pig trail, used trail, and bootleg trail, is a path created as a consequence of erosion caused by human or animal foot traffic. Congratulations in your 0.3 seconds of time saved by creating an alternate route which has caused the destruction of the natural environment. No, but it's okay, you use paper straws, so you're a true eco-warrior. List of animal sounds. Snail. Munch. Crunch. That is your list of animal sounds. Please see Exhibit A. Seemingly silly behavior. Man putting 21 black hats on a fire hydrant.
How dare you? This man is applying inclusivity. They are promoting this fire hydrant's dreams of being a fashion model. You are serving it, fire hydrant.
Team Fortress 2 players would envy you. I'm sorry, it's the legs. Why are they so stiff? Domesticated hedgehogs can get their heads stuck in tubes, commonly toilet paper tubes, and walk around with them on their heads.
Okay, but why is this on Wikipedia?
A website all about the knowledge of our planet, and this is considered as important knowledge as, like, World War II? Okay.
Hey, kids in history class, I understand you need to learn about the concentration camps, but just hang on.
Do you know about domesticated hedgehogs? Caverpiable. Cave. Citizens against virtually everything, sometimes known as
A minion!
build absolutely nothing at all near anyone or anything, is a pejorative term for citizens who regularly oppose any changes in their community, organization, or workplace. So basically hardline conservatives who aren't obsessed about people's race or gender. Also, it's nice to know what the minions are constantly shouting every time they say that word. It's not the fruit they love, it's the message and acronym behind it. They're anarchists. It makes so much sense. I look forward to their presidential run in 2024. Paris syndrome is a sense of disappointment exhibited by some individuals when visiting Paris who feel that the city was not what they had expected. Oh, what a lovely thing to have just planted on your city. And culture, I expect. Imagine being such a disappointment to others that it can be considered a medical syndrome or symptom of a human. I couldn't think of anything more pathetic.
There's always those people who record themselves reading memes on the internet.
Oh, hello, self-conscience. Tsundoku. Japanese version is this. Not gonna pronounce it. What do you take me for? Someone who's cultured? Ah! is acquiring reading materials but letting them pile up in one's home without reading them. It is also used to refer to books ready for reading later when they are on a bookshelf. I'm calling it right now. 90% of the people who do this, it's self-help books that we just like, oh, I'm gonna read that one. We read the first 20 pages, we never pick it up again.
I'm sorry, what?
Concept art of Woody's original design as an evil ventriloquist dummy?
I want to see this. Yo, Disney, make a dark universe of all your favorite childhood characters.
List of non-traditional bagpipe usage. Oh, look at that. The article is empty, as if no one actually uses a bagpipe aside from traditional usage. That said, define traditional anyway, because traditionally they were used for war. And I've seen like rock bands and stuff use them, so wait, are metal bands declaring war when they use a bagpipe? Meanwhile, in the list of informally named dinosaurs, meet Alan.
Hello.
This is Alan the dinosaur.
Hurrah.
Oh, very scary, Alan.
Thank you.
And now to explain the only reason your parents love you. The IKEA effect is a cognitive bias in which consumers place a disproportionately high value on products they partially created.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. That is so rude.
I'm sure this only applies if you have a helicopter parent.
Guerrilla gardening.
Gardening is the act of gardening.
Oh, thank you, Wiki. I wouldn't have thought otherwise.
Raising food, plants, or flowers on land that the gardeners do not have the legal rights to cultivate, such as abandoned sites, areas that are not being cared for, or private property.
Sir, please stop shoving plants in my underwear.
That's weird. Why do they title this wiki My Attempts to Pursue an Acting Career? A fool's errand prank is a type of practical joke where a newcomer to a group, typically in a professional context, is given an impossible or nonsensical task by older or more experienced members of the group. My most expensive knowledge of this comes from people who are like getting into tradieships. I think that's the term. Basically being the new guy in a construction job, or even in the army, where you get sent off on errands like measuring the air pressure in tires, then reporting them to some senior official who has no idea what the hell you're even being told to do. No, it's not bullying. No, it's not. See, because you're not the victim. No, they are. So it's not bullying. The name's Bond. James Bond. And you? Bulps. Garden cress can grow almost anywhere.
Ha, my butt it does.
My butt!
Electrostatics. You probably know what this is, but you don't know the photo that it's related to. Before we show it, electrostatics is a branch of physics that studies electric charges at rest, otherwise known as static electricity. And now the award for best example photo on the internet. Ta-da!
It's funny because it's a cat.
The Scottish play. Ah, this is a legitimate thing, I know, because I've worked in theater, and yes, it's understandable. At the 94th Academy Awards, Chris Rock congratulated Denzel Washington on his performance in The Tragedy of Macbeth, a 2021 film, saying the name of the Scottish play aloud in the Dolby Theatre. Moments later, Rock was slapped by Will Smith after making a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. In case you don't know, it's a running gag, I suppose, that saying Macbeth in the actual theater is bad luck and you have to run around the entire theater like 5 times, something like that, to undo the curse. If you're ever performing this show or seeing it, you must only refer to it as the Scottish play when you're seated. Otherwise,
nothing bad will happen to you except the normal things that could have happened, but you'll relate it to the curse because you like superstition, because your life is mundane and boring and you need things to excite you.
Jan Smith. This Jan Smith. Paleontologist Jan Smith looking at rocks. Tell us, Jan Smith, what do you see?
See a rock.
Yep, but yeah, like anything interesting about the rocks? Maybe its history, how it was formed.
It's old.
Yeah, okay. Anything else?
I look like a tortoise.
Okay, Jan.
I can't wait to tell Jonathan about all these rocks. He'll be so happy to hear it, like he always is.
And now, a pet. A pet on a leash. What is this pet? The answer is a pet albino skunk on a walk. That's right, you are now aware that albino skunks exist. Is it cute? I don't know, depends on if it farts on you. Which, if anyone owns a dog, knows that such thing is inevitable. One Weird Trick advertisements. One Weird Trick, also styled as One Weird Old Tip or One Weird Old Trick, and other variants, are a form of clickbait advertising that has been common on the internet since around the late 2000s. Example, lose 1 inch of belly fat per week with this one weird trick. That trick being buying the pan pants 2 sizes too large for you, so you feel like you've made progress. Serious advice though to body health. Targeted fat loss is a lie. It's impossible. You can't do it. Anyone who says so is just trying to make you buy their scam. Pantone 448C, also dubbed
The ugliest color in the world.
is a color in the Pantone color system, described as a drab dark brown. It was selected in 2012 as the color for plain tobacco and cigarette packaging in Australia, after market researchers determined that it was the least attractive color. I was wondering why this color was familiar, but good on our country for discouraging others to use such addictive substances, while unironically ignoring the fact that our culture promotes drinking alcohol. Australia, where moving backwards and forwards is just a sign of skilled multitasking. Unrequited love. A wrapped, unopened Valentine's Day gift with heart-shaped helium balloons attached sits discarded in a dumpster. I bet we could all relate to this, huh? Why is no one else raising their hand? Sign saying keep off, fish pass. Here we see an illiterate Kodiak bear cub waiting for the fish. Look at him. Look at his cute face. His ignorant, rude kid face. Gosh, animal, why can't you comprehend our complicated form of communication? One more time.
An example of Schmidt posting, an image containing nothing but key smashed text.
Sing it again, y'all. Tree of Tenere. The Tenere tree was a solitary acacia of either Acacia radiana or Acacia tortilis that was once considered the most isolated tree on Earth, the only one for over 150 kilometers. Now you may be wondering, why does it say once and not is? Well, image for context, the tree of Tenere was knocked down by a truck driver in 1973. The witch hunt is still on. Oh, someone made a wiki entry of me. Okay. Personal life? That's boring. I know about that one. That's going to be a short read. Business activities and endeavors. I work on EmKay. Okay, cool. Moving on. Hawking Index. The Hawking Index, is a mock mathematical measure on how far people will, on average, read through a book before giving up. Now, I assume that's got to do mostly with self-help books, but the index is named after English physicist Stephen Hawking, whose book, A Brief History of Time, is often dubbed the most unread book of all time. Now, I feel like there's an ironic joke about that, but I don't know. I don't think I have the time for it. Andy Goose. Andy, 1987 to October 19th, 1999, was a goose that was born without feet. He was well known for wearing sneakers to help him stand and walk. Andy was killed in 1991 by an unknown perpetrator. What? Wait, what? Yo, hang on. What are all these crime podcasts doing talking about human murders? Please, investigate the goose. Wikipedia Star Trek Into Darkness controversy. Let's be honest, if there's ever going to be some controversy on Wikipedia, it's got to relate to something nerds are crazy about. From December 2012 until the end of January 2013, a dispute unfolded between editors on the English language Wikipedia as to whether the word into in the title of the Wikipedia article for Star Trek Into Darkness should be capitalized. Over 40,000 words were written on the article's talk page before a consensus was reached to capitalize the I. Ladies and gentlemen, humanity focusing on the most important things of the world. My Way killings. The My Way killings are a social phenomenon in the Philippines of referring to a number of fatal disputes which arose due to singing of the song My Way, popularized by Frank Sinatra. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtains. Explanations for these incidents differ from the song being simply frequently sung among the nation's karaoke bars where violence is common, or to perceived aggressive lyrics of the song. Visual pun. See image for reference. Don't get it? Well, suck it. You lose. You're suffering FOMO. Haha. Hatsuyume. In Japanese culture, Hatsuyume is the first dream one has in the new year. Traditionally, the contents of such a dream would foretell the luck of the dreamer in the ensuing year. Well, that's not comforting if you dream of your death. Welcome back to List of Animal Sounds. B. buzz. Okay, no more list of animal sounds. 52 Hertz whale. The 52 ouchie whale is an individual whale of unidentified species which calls at the unusual frequency of 52 ouchies. That hurt, please stop it. This pitch is a higher frequency than that of the other whale species, with migration patterns most closely resembling the 52 Hertz whales. The blue whale, 20 to 39 Hertz, or fin whale, 20 Hertz. Its call has been detected regularly in many locations since the 1980s and appears to be the only individual emitting a whale call at this frequency. However, the whale itself has never been sighted. It has only been heard via hydrophones. It has been described as the world's loneliest whale until recently, when a second 52 Hertz whale was heard at the same time. Wow, that's amazing. Even real life portrays unrealistic expectations of true love. How fascinating that even a lonely whale in the expansive expansion that is the ocean can manage to score better than you. Tetris effect. The Tetris effect, also known as Tetris syndrome, occurs when people devote so much time and attention to an activity that it begins to pattern their thoughts, mental images, and dreams. It takes its name from the video game Tetris, in case you're so dumb you couldn't even realize that. So essentially, depressed men when they listen to an incel podcast. Sorry, red pill as they like to call it. Cute aggression. Stimuli, like the image above, can elicit superficially aggressive tendencies mediated by hormonal control. Wait, what? Then why are you showing it to me? I don't want to get aggressive. Hey, ready to uncomfortably itch your face at some point? Formication is the sensation that resembles that of small insects crawling on or under the skin when there is nothing there. Photo for reference, it's this feeling. Just look at this. It's this feeling. The feeling that insects are crawling on or under your skin. Could you imagine that though? Could you feel that? The insects under your skin? Can you feel that? Just imagine that. Oh, by the way, not to be confused with fornication. That's it's different, very different. That's when you can get crabs on or under your skin, not specifically insects. Mambo number 5.
But no, not the basic, boring original. No, we're looking for the classic, the one that really brought it home.
That's right, the
Bob the Builder version. You type this up on YouTube right now and you give it a listen. You have not lived until you've listened to this banger.
And now for a pair of great tits. The one on the left is female, the second one is male.
I want a divorce!
No!